Is this fun to do after school, you guys?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you ever think that you were going to learn how to solder?
No.
Did you even know what it was?
No.
As you think about when you wake up, the technology that you have to when you drive your car, you go to work, you go to the doctor's office, you go to school, everything in your day, it has technology integrated into it. How do you protect and secure that? And so our role here at DSU is to understand that landscape so that way people can use technology safely and competently in all areas of their lives.
We all benefit from an interconnected world, but this freedom must be protected, and that's why South Dakota leads the way in cybersecurity. Hi, I'm Governor Kristi Noem, and Dakota State University is one of the top universities in the nation for cybersecurity and emerging technology. South Dakota is pioneering the future, and we're redefining the heartland as the digital prairie. If you're looking for proof that South Dakota is leading the way to the future safety and security of our nation, look no further than Dakota State University. There is no better example, past, present, or future, that freedom works here.
I have a lot of colleagues across the country, and I work with them on different grants and research projects, and it always happens that someone says, well, why South Dakota? Really, when it comes to raising a family and being part of a community, it's hard to do that in a very large place.
Okay, so I saw some that structured it the same way we showed here.
Dakota State University, we are a smaller university when you compare us to the others that have our same national designations, but we have such a large proportion of our student body in cybersecurity.
When I was in graduate school, this organization was starting, and then additionally I'd taken a scholarship that required me to work for the government. DSU applied to both, and we had this brand new lab with 10 of our leading students going into it right away, and a good leader and a good foundation. And so it didn't even matter to me, even though it was what I wanted to do, what the work was, because I got to be here.
So we have over 3,500 students. About half of those are in the Beacom College of Computer and Cyber Science. If students are interested in developing programs for secure coding or artificial intelligence or networking, cybersecurity, computer game design, we truly have a lot of different areas of cyber in our Computer and Cyber Science College.
Hello. How are you guys doing today?
Good. All right, how are you?
Cybersecurity is something that I've always wanted to do since I was in high school. And I did this program called the Cyber Start Summer Challenge. I was like, oh, this looks cool, let's just check it out. I didn't know anything about cybersecurity. I started doing it, I got completely addicted to it, spent my entire summer on it. Ended up getting second place in that competition. And then I knew that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Which one?
The restructure.
I haven't done that yet. I'm gonna do it in like 2 weeks. DSU has a cyber operations degree that's technical. A lot of schools, their cybersecurity degree, if they even have one, it's very much about the laws regarding cyber. Has anyone signed up for Cyber Fast Track?
What is that?
I did. I got all last year.
So I obviously wanted a program that had that full cyber operations degree, and there weren't very many schools who actually fit that. So I actually cut out a lot of options. This is a live cyber threat map. So it tells about different cyber attacks that are going from one country to a different country. The yellow is exploit, red is malware, purple is a phishing attack. Some people don't think about cyber attacks being something that happens all the time. Most cyber threat maps use honeypots to do this. It's like a trap, kind of. You guys come here, explain what a honeypot is.
A honeypot is when you intentionally set up something vulnerable, accessible from the internet so that you can track people's activity. So
Right.
honeypotting is to fingerprint and detect adversaries intentionally.
And that's what a lot of these cyber threat maps use to get this data as honeypots.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Good luck.
Most cybercrime today is perpetuated by organized crime, most likely looking for money.
A hacker doesn't break into your business, but they go after an employee and their email. They lose a lot of information and sensitive data and have to explain that to their customers. What's the cost if I can't do business for a week or 2 weeks?
Everybody can be a target, and hackers today really inventory the internet and look for vulnerabilities and look for organizations that can be targets. There's also organized crime that's for hire, so we're talking espionage or even destruction or destructive acts to shut down a business.
All of those things are happening on a daily basis, and where we're at now is going to be wildly different than 5 years from now. And so our role here at DSU is to understand that landscape, know what the threats are, and how we can apply some mitigation approaches to better protect, so that way people can use technology safely and confidently in all areas of their lives.
This is the Madison Cyber Labs, also called Mad Labs at DSU, and this is a building that made me decide to go to DSU.
The Mad Labs are a collection of 17 different faculty and staff-driven research clusters, all with their own specialized aspect of cyber. Great hands-on applied research areas that thrive and live in this building, and they're supported by our staff, our faculty, and our students.
In the case that a government organization wants something built or research on a topic completed, then it sort of becomes a bid. A number of organizations, and ourselves included occasionally, will say, we can do it.
We support hundreds of students that are hired every year on different research grants and have an experience to show what it is that they're studying in the classroom, how it applies in the real world.
Most importantly, it's prepping the students to be big role players.
Hi, Gwen.
Hey!
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
really excited about it.
Really exciting. You are one of how many on the cyber team?
30 people.
Okay. Our students are taught so many different hands-on applied areas of cybersecurity that they naturally like to test it out with competitions across the country and internationally. Are you the youngest? It seems to me you would have to be.
I think there's 1 or 2 younger people than me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, congratulations. That's really exciting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm
What
super
else?
excited.
What else is going on?
This weekend, I'm going to Norway for an international cybersecurity event. I'm being sent there by the United States cyber team, which I'm on. They're sending me and one other girl who was from the pipeline program there. Oh, so I'm actually leaving today to go to Norway.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
For this international women's cybersecurity camp. It's run by Team Europe. Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Well, bring some swag to be able to share what we're doing at DSU.
Awesome. I'll do that.
Yeah. Competitions, they're important. They're important for universities to show that their students are competitive in the marketplace and in the jobs that they're able to get after school. They're important for students to meet other students across the country that are interested in the same areas. And they're important as employers. They go and recruit directly at those events.
You need people who think differently. You need people who think in different ways. And women naturally think differently from men. How's the coding for the camp going? When you're building a successful cybersecurity team, whether it's offensive or defensive, you need people who can think from all sides. Can I see it?
When you look at the different manufacturing and creation of different technologies over the last decade, there's some big things that have been developed that have been created by teams with a singular focus and have resulted in bad outcomes.
Is it in the same directory?
It should be.
So think of airbags. The teams that created and tested airbags used crash test dummies that were like them. They were male. And so you would see a disproportionate number of women that were injured and harmed and killed by airbags than you would men because they weren't designed for women. That's just one anecdote that demonstrates the importance of having multiple points of view. You know, the same thing for cyber.
Or we could just manually copy dragging. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So they're both in the same directory and it's opening the hash file, but not the password file?
It's not.
Being a woman in cybersecurity has been really awesome. I would love for more women to have the same experiences that I have.
Perspective and diversity, especially in cybersecurity, as well as anywhere, is incredibly important today. It's not just about supporting women in technology, which we're huge believers in, but it's also about getting cybersecurity concepts to younger kids as well.
We started CybHer in 2013. My colleague, Dr. Pam Rowland, and I, we were the only women in the college at the time. And so as previous students who were typically the only women in the classroom, and now we're just on the other side of the podium, how do we help get more women into the field? We know that the pipeline for bringing more people into cybersecurity starts before middle school. So we've been intentionally focusing on elementary school as well. Palo Alto Networks has provided the funding for us to have this junior CybHer club for our fourth graders here in Madison. So they have to go through and look at all the challenges of data hiding and obfuscation and the approaches that help keep us safe online when we're doing transactions and things like that. So the girls are learning all of those core cyber fundamentals. The research is super clear. It says that by the time a girl reaches high school, she's already decided that if a career in STEM is something she wants to pursue or not. And so we know that the time that we have to impact the kids is in the K-5, K-8 environment, not just K-12. And so we created CybHer to help more girls understand what cybersecurity is. You know, even if these girls don't go into cyber, it really isn't the point. The point is for them to learn a lot of the core areas of the field and know that they apply to so many different disciplines. So if you go into manufacturing or healthcare or commerce or medical law, we want these to be the kids that when they're grown, that don't click on the phishing link, that know what a good password is, that understand the core cybersecurity principles to keep a business and network safe, so that way they can protect the business that they're working in. As a woman graduates high school, and they're thinking about going into cybersecurity, I want them to think about DSU first as their best option. Since 2013 to 2023, we've had a 450% increase of women studying in the Beacom College of Computer and Cyber Science. So we're very proud of that, but we're not satisfied. We know that we have a lot of growth and activities that we need to do. What we're doing here at DSU can truly be replicated across the country. So we want to work with other centers of academic excellence and take our program and expand out across the nation. In the next 10 years, we will have a presence of CybHer all across the country to help more women understand what cybersecurity is and how they can belong and study and be part of this.